Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and hello to all of you. Today we are going to learn about board diversity in the firms. In the first place, I'm going to explain a little bit about the introduction, and later on I will give an explanation about 7 dimensions of board diversity in the company. Stay tuned. Board diversity is actually one of the internal corporate governance mechanisms. The Malaysian Code on Corporate Governance stated that 30% of the board members must be allocated to female. Diversity policy in the firms should also clearly explained. In regards to gender diversity around the world, several European countries such as Norway, Spain, and Sweden have passed laws mandating firms to add more women directors on board. In Norway and Spain, 40% of gender quota was allocated for female, while in France, the new law adopted in January 2011 decreed that the proportion of female directors should not be lower than 40% by the year 2017. In Italy, the law required 1/3 of board members to be women by the year 2015. The Australian Institute of Company Directors target is 30% female board representation by the end of 2018. Although Japan has lagged behind other advanced countries with regard to gender equality, the Japan Prime Minister has set a goal of increasing the percentage of women in executive positions in the country's companies to more than 30% by the year 2020. Benefit of diverse board enhance cognitive thinking and bounded rationality of board members in making strategic decisions. Diverse board attract more resources and to generate new ideas in a creative and innovative fashion. Need for diverse board is increasing due to globalized economies and complex challenges in business. Diverse board offers better alternatives, ideas, opinion in making decisions due to unique characteristics of each directors, that is, different ethnicity or different nationality. Increased board effectiveness and board independence in monitoring firms, since diverse board is hardly to collude in fraud compared to homogeneous board. Board diversity dimension includes gender, age, tenure, nationality, educational level, educational background, and ethnicity. The classical view suggests that the firm resources comprise of both tangible and intangible assets. Tangible assets includes financial assets or physical assets that are of value financially and can be reported in the balance sheet. Intangible assets are subject to wide-ranging possibilities that includes capabilities, knowledge, skills, experience, information technology, and many more. The heterogeneities of resources and capabilities are valuable assets that contribute to the firm's competitive advantage and firm's performance. Gender diversity focus on the placement of more balanced gender in the board of directors. The accounting scandal of fraud are unlikely to be performed by a female. Female always concerned about her reputation and the potential bad consequences, so they always reluctant to be involved in misbehavior. Female is associated with femininity characteristics such as caring, empathy, provide greater monitoring on board's action when compared to male. Given that female is the main consumer in the economy when compared to the male, the placement of female in the board is important to tackle females related products, advertisement, and commercialization of product or services related to female. Age diversity focus on the placement of both young and old directors in the board. Diversity in board members' age will lead to variation in values and perspectives since each generation is unique and special in the sense that their worldview is developed according to different experience, social, political, and economic environments and events. Different generations exposed with different events, tragedies, economics, and politics. An elderly group of directors will have more experience, network, and financial resources, while the middle-aged group is in charge of the main executive responsibilities, and the younger group develops its knowledge of the business. Younger directors, being less experienced, are associated with more risk-taking, while older directors, because of their vast experience, are relatively cautious and reluctant to take more risks. So, age diversity with representation of different generations can be helpful in balancing the risk-taking in decision-making in the firms. Younger generation normally like to try new things and better in using technology compared to the older directors. It is important for board to have members from different nationality, especially when they want to go international. Diverse nationality means directors have specific knowledge about the culture, system, economic, politics, technology of different countries. This knowledge is crucial for the extension plan of the business, that is, firms want to operate in another countries. Board tenure refers to the length of time directors hold directorship positions in the organization. Board should comprise of both long tenure and short tenure directors. Long board tenure has an advantage as directors have greater experience with the company's policies and expertise in monitoring the reporting process in the organization, since the long tenured board members understand better about the company activities, rules, and regulations compared to their counterparts. However, when compared to short tenured boards, long tenured boards are unlikely to undertake innovation activities because they tend to be risk averse and have restricted information sources. Long tenured directors are also stuck with routine tasks. Short tenured directors tend to try new innovation, more creative, and have previous experience from outside the business. Longer service on boards will make directors remain in their comfort zone and tend to repeat the same process. This includes repeating the same format and content of information provided to the stakeholders. Diverse ethnicity of board is good for commercial reasons. Directors from the same culture tend to have the same ideas. Diverse culture stimulate different ideas from different background of directors. It also enhances networking and social ties in business. The board should comprise of both high education and low educational directors. It is expected that directors with lower level of education enjoy a relatively higher level of boundless experience either in the workplace or in any other environment when compared to directors with a higher level of education, where the education system that they are engaged is tied to the limited syllabus and curriculum. Moreover, directors with lower level of education might have an opportunity to gain an experience that might not be able to be taught in the classroom, thus underlining the opportunity cost that higher educational level directors have to bear. It is also important to note that some successful businessmen in corporate world were college dropout, for example like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg. For high educational directors, the formal and structured program that the higher educational level directors have enrolled contributes significantly in shaping the cognitive ability of the directors, as well as improving their social ties and networking with other university students, alumni who one day become the main market players in the capital market and regulatory institutions. The board should mainly be comprised of members from different disciplines including accounting, finance, marketing, information system, engineering, humanity, legal issues, and other related areas that influence in the decision-making process. Board diversity increases board effectiveness in monitoring the firms as well as in decision-making process. That's all class for today. Assalamualaikum and Bye-bye to everyone.